Hello Gemini, welcome to your February 2014 Runescope. My name is Amanda. I also have my statue of Aphrodite here to lend her energy to the proceedings this evening in honor of Valentine's Day. As usual, just want to recommend that you watch the video for your rising sign as well if you know it. If you don't, you can just Google birth calculator and it will bring up websites where you can input your birth information, find out what your rising sign is. But if you watch that as well, it can also give you some other areas or other issues you may be dealing with in February. You can also watch the Gemini overview for all of 2014 that I posted last month. If you just go to my channel main page, you'll find that under these videos probably. And you can watch that. Of course, the only way to get an accurate reading for yourself is to schedule a private consultation. I do those on Skype and they are $65 for a half-hour session. Just drop me a line at the email address below this video if you want to set that up. I'm normally running about 3 weeks to a month out right now. So I tend to book up pretty fast, especially after I post the videos. So the sooner that you email me, the sooner I can get you in. Of course, I always move people up if I have cancellations and reschedules, things like that. But let's now jump into February 2014 gems and see what is happening for you. I think your focus in February, Gemini, for a lot of you is just maybe something didn't move ahead as quickly as you would have liked it to. There's something delayed. Your happiness is delayed in some way. And for some of you, this may have to do with a female. Maybe there is a woman that you were interested in who disappointed you in some way, or who you are, wanting to be with, but maybe there just have been a lot of obstacles in you two being together. Maybe she's involved in another relationship. For you female gems, I mean, it could be that your intuition in February is just telling you to back off of a situation and let things kind of progress. And, that is kind of the advice too. It is to just kind of, if you've been pushing to make something happen and you just keep encountering obstacles, let it go for a while. Back off, get some perspective, and let things kind of give things a chance to unfold. And then see where you stand after Mercury turns direct, because we do have a Mercury retrograde all month in February. So it's not going to be the time to start new things or move forward. It's going to be rather a time to reflect, be a bit more introspective, and, kind of wait for the sun to come out in March and see where things go from there. We're going to have some company, I think, over here. I don't know if he's on camera or not. But the advice in February, Gem, is to don't let people use you. People who have used you, taken advantage of your generosity, you need to close the door on those people. And this has come up quite a bit for you, Gemini. Don't let people take advantage of you. You have standards. If they don't meet them, get rid of those people. People who are involved or dragging you along, who keep blowing hot and cold, sending you mixed messages, get those people out of your life, Break your emotional tie with those people so that you can move on. For some of you, I feel like this may be a job situation that you need to get out of. And maybe it's both. Maybe it's work and, relationship stuff. You need to get a whole new start. Maybe they're connected. Maybe this person you work with and you can't get away from this person unless you change jobs. Maybe that's something you should think about doing in 2014. Anybody who isn't contributing to your happiness and is only frustrating you and giving you sorrow needs to get the hell out in 2014. For those of you who get a job offer in February or stumble upon a promotion or, something that would be like a new business opportunity, again, with Mercury retrograde, give it some time. See if you can delay that until March before you actually sign on the dotted line. Some of you may be, if you've been involved in a court case and are waiting on some money from a court case, you may get an offer for a settlement, but you probably, again, with the Mercury retrograde, are not going to want to settle on that. So, the devil's in the details. Definitely make sure that everybody looks into, your lawyer or whoever is dealing with this for you is looking into everything and making sure that everything's on the up and up here. With court cases, sometimes it's like, oh my God, it's been delayed so much and it has been so long that if, even with Mercury retrograde, I don't want to delay it anymore, but still, you're probably going to be happier with the results if you do. Help that you're going to receive in February. News may come from afar from a friend that you haven't heard from in quite some time in February, Gemini. This could be, a lot of different ways this can happen. Maybe somebody finds you on Facebook, or maybe they get your phone number from a mutual friend. And this is actually really going to make you happy. Some of you may take a trip in February. You may decide to just take a quick getaway. Take a quick break from the mundania with some friends. And for those of you that do, that's going to be very nice to get away. Especially if you are in the Northern Hemisphere and in the Midwest or Canada, where we're having like a really horrible winter, and you get away to a warmer climate. Good for you. If you can do that, absolutely do. But if it's not a trip, I just see some that, friends are going to be around. It may be a very social month for you in February, Gemini, just getting out with your friends. And I think that's going to be really good to kind of get your mind off of this situation. For those of you who are coupled up, it could be that, maybe your partner is gone or has to work on Valentine's Day. And that's just kind of one more thing. It's just kind of like par for the course. Maybe it's the final nail in the coffin. It's like, oh, you were gone on my birthday, you were gone on this day, now you're going to be on Valentine's Day too? Oh, that's fantastic. So again, you Geminis, if you're in a situation where you're being unappreciated or underappreciated, maybe it's time to think about changing that. What can't be changed about February is that you are going to take control of your life in some way, Gemini. Finally. I think by the end of February, you are going to feel a lot more positive, because I think you're going to get rid of whoever this negative influence is. You're going to do your best to kind of get away from a situation, or maybe just this break, for those of you who are going to take a trip, take a staycation, even if you stay at home, just to get away from whatever this negativity is. And I think you're going to come back by the end of February renewed, Gemini, feeling reinvigorated, ready to kind of take things on. And I think you're going to have some words with whoever this person is. Whoever this person is who's been kind of dragging you down. I think by the end of February, you're going to get to say your piece. You're going to really get to say what you've been thinking, what you've been feeling. And I think you're going to feel good about it. I don't see this situation with this person changing, although I think that they will. This person, for a lot of you, this seems to be somebody who's like an expert at stringing you along. Like they'll give you a little bit just to keep you around for them, for their benefit. And it's a very selfish thing to do. So if you're dealing with a situation like that, yeah, I mean, I think you will say your piece. You will be kind of frustrated with this person. You will make that known, and then they'll kind of whip that out. Oh, well, some information that you didn't know. Well, I'm thinking about doing this. I didn't call you because I didn't do this because. Don't fall for it again, Gemini. I think February is the time for you to really move on to a new beginning. Don't believe any lies of that this person's finally going to be fully there for you, because they are just not. I don't care what they say. Now, of course, we can do a private reading. I can take a look at this for you and see how this is working directly in your life. But for the most part, because we have a lot of Geminis, a lot of Gemini risings, for the most part, I don't see this person's being honest with you. So keep that in mind in February, Gemini. I wish I had, better news for you. I do think that in some way you're going to start a new start on some level. Just don't let this person kind of drag you back down into what you've worked so hard to leave behind. Because I think that is a very real possibility at the end of February, and that would just kind of undo all the good work that you do in February. So good luck with that, Gemini. I will see you again. Thanks for watching, and happy Valentine's Day. And I will see you again next month.